Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a massive beauty related haul. So over the past month or two, I've gotten quite a bit of beauty related stuff. So I wanted to show it all to you and tell you what I think so far. So obviously most of it's pretty new, so I don't have like a lot of solid opinions on things yet. Some of it I'm just opening now, but I will swatch stuff and let you know what I am using and what I'm liking so far. So I want to start out with more like body products. So I've been seeing this product shared on YouTube for a long time, and the way that people describe it, I was like, I want to try this so bad. So I saw a kit at Sephora that had both the Brazilian Bum Bum's Sol Janeiro cream and a matching body wash with it. So everyone was like, oh, it smells so good, it's amazing, it's so hydrating, it firms and everything. And it came in this kit, so I was like, well, whatever. I've been using the shower gel, it's fine. It does smell a lot like this. If you like the smell of suntan lotion, you'll like this. I don't necessarily love the smell of suntan lotion, so I'm not totally into it. It does have like a weird sparkliness to it. It is really like slick and glidey. But anyways, the first time I wore it, we went to a play. And like after, you know, I put it on after my shower or whatever. We went to a play, so you're under like theater lighting, you know? And I noticed in theater lighting, my ring sparkles a lot more than it normally does. So just kind of like that type of, you know, light, I guess. And my husband was like, did you put on any glitter today? And I said, no, why? And he's like, well, you look glittery. And I looked down at my cleavage and I was like, ah, I look like stinking Edward from Twilight. I was glowing in there. So it does leave a glittery base. You can't see any glitter when you look in here, at least I can't. But when you wear it, you can definitely see a glitter. So I'm going to see if you can see any glitter. I see no glitter. I mean, it's shiny, like it looks wet, but I don't see any glitter in there. And now like my whole room stinks like this. Whew. Okay, the next body related thing, or this is more so like hair, I guess, is some Diva Curl stuff. So as you probably can tell, I've been wearing my hair more curly. I went off birth control about a year ago. Since then, my hair has been growing in really curly. And this isn't its curliest because that's the end of a school day, you know, so it's kind of fallen flat. But I decided to try the wavy system from Diva Curl. So it came with these two, Low Poo conditioner and the Wave Maker volumizer thing, volume mousse, whatever it is. So the Low Poo, if you know anything about like no poo hair stuff, it doesn't lather, so it doesn't make your hair feel clean, but it does clean it, so they say. I had a lot of trouble with that. Like, it just doesn't feel clean to me. So I'll usually do a squirt of my regular shampoo and then I'll put the Low Poo in there. So I'm kind of cheating that, but it's how I like to do it. So I'd rather just do that and do how I like than just like make myself put up with it. But I am liking the mousse, like the cream mousse that it comes with. And I do notice, you know, especially like back here, there's a lot more curl. So, but it's just the top of my hair is kind of flat, so it all looks a little bit flat. The other thing I saw sold a lot on YouTube, well, specifically by Toddy, Glam Life Guru, was this Pantene Pro V dry shampoo. And I'm a huge fan of the Batiste dry shampoo, and I still like that way better than this. This is all right. It does volumize, like she said. There's not a lot of white cast. But overall, it just, you know, I noticed that my hair is getting oily again by the end of the day, which I don't notice with the Batiste. And I like that the Batiste has different colors, so I can use brown and it matches my hair. So overall, not a huge fan of this stuff, but I'll continue to use it. The next thing I want to talk about is fragrances and scents, because I am really bad when it comes to scents. So I don't know about you, but I noticed that like I'll smell a perfume in a store, think it smells great, try it on me a little bit, but you don't really get a feel for it until you try it out for a while. So specifically this happened to me with the Chanel No. 5 perfume. You know, it's something that I had been like lusting after for a long time, mostly because of the name and like the reputation behind it. And so I finally got some, and yeah, it smells great. I just don't know that it totally meshes with me the best, or, you know, I can't really smell it throughout the day. So that was a little bit frustrating for me. So what I've done now is Sephora has these like sets during the holiday season to try a whole bunch of different scents, and then you get a full size free of whichever one you want. And those have been really nice. I've been using those a lot. But then I found out about Scentbird, and I will, full disclosure, Octoly sent me these. Octoly is a website for smaller YouTubers to connect with brands and say, hey, I'll talk about your product in a video if you send it for free. Because a lot of the time there's so many smaller YouTubers that it's kind of hard to keep up with everything, because like I bought all the rest of this myself, so you know, they just sent me 2 different scents. So it's kind of nice. It just takes a little bit of pressure off of, you know, taking everything out of your own wallet. So anyway, Scentbird and Octoly sent me these, and Scentbird is a monthly subscription service for different perfume samples, which I think is really cool because like I said, you can't really tell a lot from one perfume, and like that Chanel one costs I think $100 or $110, so it's a lot of money to spend if you aren't going to use the whole thing or truly love it. So what Scentbird does is they send you, I got 2, they send these little canisters, and each of the canisters holds a different scent, so it pulls out and it's a little big, like it's a pretty big sample. When I was talking about Sephora samples, just as a reference, the samples they send you are, are this big, this little guy. So it's quite a difference because this is 0.04 fluid ounces and this is 0.27 fluid ounces. So it is quite a difference. Still like 0.27, you're like, oh, that's nothing. But this is gonna last a long time. It's a lot of perfume. You keep this really cool canister and then they send you a new scent every month. Also, when you sign up, you take a quiz to determine like what type of scent you might like, but then you still get to choose from the ones that they think you would like. And as you do every month, you say, oh, I like this about it, or I don't like this. And they like cater it to give like scents that you like, which I think is kind of cool. So anyway, these are really handy. You just twist and it goes up and then you can spray from there. So the first scent I have is Commodity Rain. And Commodity Rain, I'm going to read a little bit about the scent because let me tell you, I'm kind of stupid when it comes to like describing a scent, because in my head, I'm just like sweet. That's all that like comes to mind. I don't like it. And it's sweet. So, but everyone has a different preference of scent. So, you know, just because I don't like something doesn't mean you don't. Especially with fragrances, I feel like there's such a difference in opinion. So they say the style of this is gentle, transparent, and uncomplicated. Okay, true. The notes are Italian bergamot, lemon verbena, jasmine, freesia, lotus blossom, water, musk, sheer woods, and vetiver. Hope I didn't butcher those. But anyway, it's just not my thing. Like I sprayed it once and I was like, whew, not for me. Which was kind of surprising because before this, you know, they're like, any scents you like or don't like? I was like, no, I like everything. Clearly not, but I didn't know that. The other one I really enjoy, and this is Tocca Colette. And let me tell you about this one. They say the style is spicy, sweet, and seductive. Sure. To me, it's a little more like unisex smelling, so I like that about it. The notes are bergamot, mandarin, lemon, juniper berry, pink peppercorn, jasmine, violet, cyclamen, pine needles, incense, musk, sandalwood, amber, vanilla, and cedarwood. And if you would have shown me those ingredients and were like, which one of these would you like better? I would have totally said, oh, I'll probably like this better, because they have so many, you know, like musk and sandalwood I usually don't really go for. Or if you told me like, hey, this has this, I would be like, that's weird. But I'm liking this one a lot more, and this is the Tocca Colette. So I'll put a link to Scentbird and all of that down below. But if you're a small YouTuber like me and you're looking for ways to connect with brands, Octoly has been really great. You just apply there to like get a product that you like or you think you might like, and they either accept or deny. I've been denied quite a bit, but I was approved for 2 things. So now I've kind of working my way through those reviews. But yeah, that's okay. So next I'm going to move into face stuff, which is like all the rest of this. So let's start with foundation. So I got this is like old already, but I got the Photo Focus Wet n Wild foundation. I got Shell Ivory because it just seemed like it's what I should be in the store. But I'm going to take and put a little bit on the back of my hand for you. I gotta set that down before I do this because it looks like completely the wrong shade for me. So it does look way too warm toned, even though this I think was supposed to be their pink toned one. I haven't tried this out at all yet, so I'm really excited to give it a shot. The next one, if you watched my Get Ready With Me the other day, you saw the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint, and this is in Classic Ivory, number 10. And I think this is like the lightest shade or close to it. But this has like one of those big doe foot applicators like the Clinique one and like the Tarte Shape Tape does. So that's kind of cool. And I'm going to see if I can't. So this one, again, if you watch the Get Ready With Me, looked super warm, but when it all blended out, it looked okay. So looking back at the footage, like when I watched it on the big screen, I was like, dang, that foundation did not look as good as you thought it did in person. So I'm not sure if I'm going to try that one again. I might give it a few more shots with different primers and whatever. The next thing I picked up, this is old too, but I still haven't tried it, is the Physicians Formula Super BB Insta Ready, and this is in the lightest shade. I think it's just light. So I haven't even taken this out of the box. Physicians Formula is known for not having a great shade range, so I'm curious to see. I have never tried any of their foundations or anything. I've heard good things about the concealer of this line, so that's why I wanted to try this as well. All right, put a little bit up there. That looks pretty dark as well. It's a little bit runnier than it seemed when it came out. Wow, that looks really dark now. Okay. The other thing I got from Physicians Formula as far as skin goes is the Insta Ready Full Coverage Concealer. And that comes with like a little beauty blender or something. So there's a little blending tool. Oh, it has kind of a flat edge there. That's neat. Sorry, let's see if it focuses for you. Yeah, so a little bit of an edge there. So that might be nice for like getting the under eye concealer, which I bet this is for. Oh, it's a little pump. Pump it, pump. Okay, we finally get a pump out. Yay. This already looks a lot lighter than the matching BB cream foundation. Nope, there's the yellowness. Okay, so none of those look like a great match, but actually the Wet n Wild kind of looks like the best one, so maybe I should have tried that. All right, a few more skin samples. This is the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer. This I also used in my Get Ready With Me, and it actually was a better shade than I thought it would be. The cushion does nothing, but I've still only used it that once, and you have to like press down right away. Otherwise it will suck the concealer back in. So it is a little bit, well, it's pretty yellow down there. Oof. Can't win paleness. Okay, this is the Wet n Wild Cushion Green Primer stuff, and this eliminates redness. So you twist off, took a while to figure out, it comes with a little cushion. Then you have to like unseal the thing. I'm not sure if you're supposed to leave it unsealed or not, but I'm leaving it sealed just cause. And then you just pat, 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 and it does take away a lot of that redness. So this I used the other day with the Neutrogena foundation, and I wonder if this maybe, I mean, I don't want to like put the blame on Wet n Wild, but it's possible that this was what made the foundation like a little bit more cakey than it should have been. So I'll have to try it again without that stuff. So I also from Wet n Wild got the dual-ended contour stick. I'm not sure if this is new or not, but it looked intriguing, so I wanted to try it. And so I got this in the lightest shade in light medium. So this is the contour shade. I'll do this one down here. And that looks a little bit orangey for me. I haven't tried it out on my face yet, so I could be totally wrong. And the highlight stick is more like a lipstick bullet. Let's put that one above it. So yeah, I don't know. Overall, nothing I'm too excited about. It was just like, you pick it up on a whim. I haven't tried it on my face yet. I'm a little nervous. All right, another face product. This is from Physicians Formula. This is the Bronze Booster. And the matte sculpting one. They have a shimmery one too, but I didn't really need a shimmery one. So it comes with these three colors and then a brush and a mirror underneath. So I haven't used the darkest shade here because I'm terrified. Oops. And that is pretty dark and pretty warm for me. Here's the matte, or the cool tone one, which I have used a few times. And that I use as a contouring shade and don't mind. And then it's kind of a banana powder here to highlight with, and that's not bad at all. So that I kind of like use under my under eyes a little bit. And then I use the matte, or the cool, sorry, I keep calling it matte, they're all matte, yeah. But the cool one for like under my cheekbones and stuff, and then the warm tone one I haven't touched because I'm scared. I have 2 blushes also from Physicians Formula. I've never been a Physicians Formula fan, but I had to try these out, and these are the butter blushes. They smell coconutty but not quite as strong as the butter bronzer in my opinion. This one is Natural Glow, which I haven't used too much, but this one's Plum Rose and I've used this one a lot. So I'm going to swatch Plum Rose first. So these also come with like a little sponge brush thing. It's like, it's a sponge. So I haven't used it. It's pretty mild, but I like that in a blush, personally. And here's Natural Glow. Your Natural Glow is much lighter, so I probably wouldn't recommend this one for anyone who is a darker skin tone than myself. But it does have a really nice glow to it. I'm just not really usually about that glow. Maybe in the summertime I will be. This is the NYX 3-in-1 Brow in Taupe. And I haven't seen this before, but I saw it in Canada. I was just in Canada. I went to Winnipeg, and it was so much fun. I posted a bunch of pictures on Instagram. So my new Instagram has always been Curvy. So if you want to see what I'm up to on a regular basis, that's a good place to do so. So this has 3 different pencils on it, just as it said. So you pull this way, and you get like a pencil. I used this morning, and I had to wipe off my brows because it was like very pigmented, which is like a little bit too much for me in a brow product. I don't want super pigmented. So there is just a few stripes of this. And now, of course, it shows up and it's like light. Okay, this morning it was crazy pigmented, let me tell you. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'm using too much pressure. It could be all my fault. I'm not going to say it's not. Then, like a little bit lower, this is where we just did that thing. Then you twist here and you get like a shadow thing. So this just kind of blends it out. This too was just a little bit too much for me. And this is the lightest shade they had where I was. And then on the other end you twist off and you get like some brow gel. So, taupiness all over. All over, it was just like a little bit too dark for me, and this was the lightest shade. So that was kind of frustrating. I might use like certain parts of it, you know, like maybe just the pencil or maybe just the shadow stuff. But all in all, it was too much. I think my brows still are too much, and I tried to take off everything I could. Okay, one more Physicians Formula. I think that's it for Physicians Formula. And this was kind of a miss for me. This is the Smoky Nude palette. This is like an eye palette. And I'm really into cool eye colors, if you didn't know that. I'm really into them. And the shimmery shade in here really caught my eye, this one. Because the neutrals are kind of, you know, they're kind of cooly toned, but I like that shimmer. I wanted a shimmer like that for all over my eye, but it is super glitter fallout, like face all over. So I'm just going to take a few of that side of the palette because I didn't really use this side very much. Okay, let's see if I can get this on camera. One swipe. So they are pretty pigmented. They're a nice color. They're all nice colors. The only one that I didn't love was that super shimmery one. And let me just let's see if I can get this right here. It looks really nice, but it's just super glittery. And so it wasn't quite what I wanted. And it just didn't really stay on my eye very well. Very powdery stuff. So I mean, nothing bad, but just, you know, not what I was looking for and not what I reach for anymore. You know, I used it for a few days and it was like, I shouldn't have bought that. So, oh well. The next one I want to show you is the Weekend Warrior palette by ColourPop and Amanda Steele. And this I used in my Get Ready With Me, so if you want to see this in use, go over there. I swatched it there too. But these are, in my opinion, cool neutrals done right. So I was looking at the website after I talked about this, and they claim that this is a light pink, which I think it's not. I think it's like just a white creamish. They said this one's gray, which yeah, but I thought it was also a little bit brown. And they said this one has a dark purple tone to it, which I didn't see. I don't see, but I think it's pretty either way. I think they're all really nice shades, and I like the teal for doing like an eyeliner or a pop of something. But yeah, I really am enjoying this palette. The ColourPop pressed shadows are really easy to work with, and I do recommend them with a primer. I am not a huge fan of Morphe, quite honestly, but for some reason I was looking at their site, I think when I bought one of the concealer brushes, and the 35 taupe palette caught my eye because again, I like cool neutrals. And it turns out this is not full of any cool neutrals like at all. Well, I mean some, but not as many as I thought it was from the website. So here's a look at it. Overall, it's just a lot warmer than I thought it would be. And yeah, they have some nice shimmers, but just nothing that I've really clicked with and like found to use a lot. So I may be selling this one on one of those beauty sites. But yeah, this I didn't love, unfortunately. Cool neutrals I do like. So also when I was in Canada, I found a display for the brand Gosh, and which I'd never heard of. I didn't know that was a thing. But these are, I love the name of this palette, To Be Cool in Copenhagen. So this is 9 different eyeshadows, and they're really soft and nice shadows. I've only used them one day, but like just from feeling them a little bit, they feel really nice. And I like the colors in here. There's a little bit of a warm brown, but for the most part it is pretty cool. This is a nice all over and transition shade. I used the one in the middle for more of something on the outside. So I used it today, just very lightly on my eyes. Really liking it so far though. Let me give you, okay, I'm gonna do this shadow, this one, and this one, okay? So they're just a nice overall shadow. Easy to use, easy to wear, something I can reach for every day. So far I'm really liking those. Along with those from Gosh, I got 2 of their waterproof eyeshadow sticks that look like these. So I got the shades Golden Brown and Brown. So Golden Brown I'll start with, and they're just like a little, you know, shadow stick. So it just adds something shimmery and nice. That one's a little bit more golden than I'd wanted it to be. And then this one is the brown. I just put that above the golden brown. Yeah, they're showing up really warm on camera, but they aren't quite so warm in real life. I kind of like them. All right, some lip stuff. A friend of mine got me my first Kylie lip kit, which I never thought I would have. This is Posy K. So I'm gonna put this one just at the bottom here. And quite honest, I just, you know, I don't have any issue with the Kardashians. I've never watched their shows, but I'm just not into the whole like being famous for no reason thing. So, I mean, whatever. And then I got this kit. I'll just show so I got the Sephora The Kissentials kit. And I got a neutral one too, but I don't know where those are. Actually, some of the neutral ones might be in here, or the nude ones. And some of the things that are supposed to be in here are not in here. But in this box, I have the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick, and this is in the color Baka. And this is actually what I'm wearing right now. It's a lot more of like a berry fuchsia raspberry type color, but on my lips it's showing up a little bit, you know, different. So yeah, that's one next to Posy K. And also I have the Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Chihuahua. And these are just minis. I like these because I get to try a bunch of different formulas. Like I've never tried the Melted from Too Faced, but it gives me a chance to try it out, see if I like it. So there's Chihuahua. And then Kat Von D in Lovesick. So this is kind of like a pinky type of shade. I do have her Lolita, and I really like that, I have to say. I really like Lolita. It's my type of shade when I'm going for something a little bit darker. This one's probably a little bit too pink for me. And the last one I'll show you out of here is the Tarteist Glossy Lip Paint in Snap. So this is the Tarteist Glossy Lip Paint in Snap right here. Sorry, my camera turned off for a minute, so hopefully you got that. So some mascara. I've heard that the Dior something or another mascara is great, but I couldn't remember which. And they had this at a display at Shoppers in Canada, in Winnipeg. We live just south of Winnipeg, and so I haven't been up there since I was in middle school, and my husband hadn't either. So we decided to go up this weekend, and it was really fun. We went to the museums, and we walked around a little bit, even though it was freezing. Had some good food, some Vietnamese food, so that was kind of fun. Anyway, I went to a Shoppers because, well, in Canada, and I got the Dior Show mascara, and I swear there's a mascara from Dior that people like and people recommend, and I don't know which one it is. But I got the Dior Show one, and I'm wearing it today, and I really like it so far. But the wand is huge. The wand is like bigger than my eyeball. Look at that guy. So it kind of felt like just rubbing my eye with a caterpillar a little bit. But I mean, so far I like it, and I love trying out different mascaras. It's just kind of a thing. So I don't know why I don't buy more, but I'm always like, well, I don't want to try it out and then waste it. So, and the last thing I have is 2 different setting sprays. So I grabbed a mini of the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray, which I'm wearing today. And I feel like it kept me pretty matte and powdery. Well, not like powdery looking, but like I was touching under my eye earlier and I could feel the powder still, which is not usually something I feel, which is kind of neat. So I'm going to have to keep trying this out, especially in the summer months. But then the Milani Make It Dewy. This is another one that I used the other day. And I like the way it gives me a little bit of illumination without being like over the top. So, so far I'm liking that one, but I think my holy grail for setting sprays is still the Wet n Wild one. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus one. I really like that one. A lot of people love the L'Oreal one, and I couldn't get into it. I'm just like, I was never really feeling it. So to each their own, right? So hopefully you saw some cool stuff that you might want to try, or maybe you saw something and you're like, I totally disagree, I love that product, or I totally disagree, I hate that product. Either way, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.